Good evening, Kien. It is Thursday, and if there's something I'm never going to get over, it's the glare in my glasses. Hodson was very vague in his question, so I don't know if when I make new memories, I'm allowed to keep those memories. So, with that in mind, I think I will go with keep my old memories, because I'm someone who lives largely in the past, as many writers do. It's not a good thing. That does not mean it doesn't happen. Today we're going to go over your statistics, and I don't mean athletic statistics because those don't exist for you, and that was really mean. I'm so sorry. Your romantic statistics, your appeal statistics, your first impression statistics. I've drawn up a fairly in-depth scouting report highlighting areas of romance you conquer fiercely and highlighting those which could be improved upon a little bit. The end goal here is not to make you feel bad about yourself. The end goal here is to help you understand your assets and how to use them in a way that would make a good first impression. I'm not going to discuss aspects of yourself that you cannot change and should not change, because you should never change for any girl ever because you're perfect. I'm not here to tell you how to court females, because I recognize that this advice will not apply to every female ever. Please note that this advice is entirely subjective, considering I'm telling you how to impress women like me. So feel free to disregard everything I say, because there is no reason to take me seriously. However, I think it's safe to assume at this point that I know what you like and can thusly help you improve your appeal to those sorts of women. So, without further ado, your prospect report. God freaking crap! It's gonna be a long night. So, your strengths. Although you are mildly influenced by appearance, I've come to know you as someone who is largely sapiosexual, in essence attracted to the intelligence in others. Definitely your taste in literature. Aside from playing hockey, a good taste in literature and a passion for reading is the most engaging quality a man can have, and that is proven by science. A passion for reading not only projects capacity for understanding and debate, but maturity as well. That being said, ask girls about their favorite books. And if you haven't read her favorite book, ask her to tell you about it. Chances are she can describe her favorite book better than she can describe herself, and her description of that book will say a lot more about herself than just her rambling on about her major hometown. In addition, talk about your favorite book. I cannot stress enough how enticing a confident demeanor is. I saw this post on Tumblr one time that said something to the extent of, if you want to be perfect, act perfect. I am of the opinion that as you talk about your favorite book, your soul kind of opens up and is put out there for everyone to see. But that's how you really get to the core of a person. You know their favorite book, and you understand why it's their favorite book. My gender is twisted in that we like to see men vulnerable. We like to catch glimpses into what makes men tick at their core, and I believe that sharing your favorite book with someone is as raw and honest as you could possibly be with them. And if there is anything vulnerable in this world, it's sharing your favorite book with someone. However, note that vulnerability is not the same thing as insecurity, which brings me to my next point. While I find your self-deprecation charming, albeit rather unhealthy after 1 a.m., strangers do not. If I was carrying on a conversation with the male and he interjected something about how he despises his cow of an ex-girlfriend or resents himself for not being able to retain friends, that's a huge red flag. I'm not telling you to be dishonest with the lady that you are wooing. I'm telling you that sharing your deepest insecurities is something to do with your closest friends, like me. You're already an integral part of my life, and I'm not going to judge you for being self-deprecating. However, a stranger will, because we instinctually do that as humans. It's a defense mechanism that prevents unstable people from getting close to us and hurting us. And that is 3,000% not the first impression you want to make on future Mrs. Ted Moseby. I won't wake him up. Please forgive the change of scenery. Kimmy came in with a group of people who needed to work on an essay together, and all of the study rooms were taken, so now I'm in a stairwell. Bangs! Next, your clothing. This is a bit of a gray area because you dress really well already. There, and you don't wear pants around your ankles or model snapbacks in the middle of winter when other hats would make more sense meteorologically. I will say this though. Sweaters. Argyle. At the same time. Finally, your empathy and constant fascination with people. You are so interested in what everyone has to say all of the time, and you care so deeply about others, and that is remarkable and uncommon these days, and I appreciate that to the ends of the earth. Please know that. However, during the only face-to-face discussion we've ever had your interest in what I had to say came across as emphatic, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. However, expressing sentiments such as, "Oh my god, you are my spirit animal, what is air?" is a bit overbearing and slightly off-putting. However, expressing interest through prolonged eye contact or sentences that sound more like Kien and less like Tumblr come across as more genuine. Bangs! Too long didn't read. Be the Kien that I know, and not the Kien you want women to know, because you want women to know you for Kien, and not the pretend that sounded good. Hello.
Oh shit.
Sorry, there's no study rooms available.
I was just like killed you though.
No, I'm okay. I'm not that small.
No, I didn't see you. I was like going faster on the curve. I almost like stepped on you.
It's okay. I forgive you.
But are you safe here?
Yeah.
Like, are you afraid like someone's gonna like?
No, it's okay.
I would have been around your laptop too.
Under my laptop in my face.
But then I would have fell down the stairs.
True. Maybe I should move just for the benefit of both of us. Thank you for that insight.
I'm sorry.
It's
you,
okay.
You don't have to move.
No, it's okay. You presented a very well-founded argument.
Just, if you got hurt, you saw.
By the way, I completely understand your reluctance in calling the Buffalo Sabres your favorite hockey team. Even the most devout fans have a hard time doing that in public. I do not hold it against you. Because you neglected to answer it the first time I asked it to you, your question for this week is, would you rather be attacked by one horse-sized duck or 50 duck-sized horses?